What does an activist look like? जब हम ये अल्फाज सुनते हैं, for many of us, this image comes to mind. लेकिन एक activist can also look like this. They can also look like my father, a pharmaceutical sales manager who used to do community theater during his free time. An activist can also look like me. I was 11 years old when I played a rape victim in a theater play directed by my father. It depicted the horrors of Hudud Ordinance, which was an extremely regressive law brought forward in the 80s which equated zina with rape and jailed countless women for premarital sex, even though they were victims of rape. Now, of course, at the age of 11, I did not know what rape was, but I knew it was something terrible and it was happening to women all over the world. लेकिन मेरे मुल्क में they were punished for it. This made me so angry. It made me so sad. And all I wanted to do was to just protect these women. I think that was the day I became an activist. वैसे it was also the day I realized कि मैं झूठी रोने में बहुत अच्छी हूँ and I really used that skill to get out of school at the age of 11. This was 20 years ago and I have been an activist since then. Lekin I have gone from having grandiose ideas of changing the world through self-sacrifice to realizing that the world can only change through individual choices. And we all have to pay a price for the choices we make. And as an activist, all I can do is create a space where people can understand their choices, they can find clarity, and I can just help them find self-empowerment. You see, this was the activism that was taught to me by my father. He would argue that his biggest choice was to raise me and my brother the way that he did. We were raised in a very genderless environment. But in order for him to do that, he had to choose isolation over fitting in. He had to let go a lot of his family to make sure that me and my family were protected from these harmful, traditional, dangerous, patriarchal values जो इतनी ज़्यादा normalize हो गई हैं. But in his choice, I also paid a price. क्योंकि while I had countless opportunities मेरी upbringing की वजह से, I was also heavily ostracized and bullied. I was a very lonely kid. Everyone thought I was incredibly weird. मैं 15 साल की थी and I was with my father in Hyderabad. We were walking into a restaurant and I was verbally harassed by some men across the street. I was so embarrassed. I was like, या अल्लाह बस अब्बा ने ना देखा. और how embarrassing, right? आपके अब्बा के सामने कोई आपको harass कर रहा है. But of course, अब्बा ने देखा. फिर जब हम रेस्टोरेंट के अंदर गए, my father looks at me and he says, रिशम, ये जब भी तुम्हारे साथ हुआ है ना, ये है sexual harassment. शायद पहले भी हुई हो. मैं तुम्हें बताना चाहता हूँ इसमें तुम्हारी कोई गलती नहीं है एंड इट इज़ टेरेबल लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली ये एक रियलिटी है ऑफ बीइंग अ वुमन इन दिस कंट्री नाउ आई एज अ मैन विल नेवर टेल यू व्हाट टू डू बिकॉज आई हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट टू डू अबाउट इट मेरे साथ नहीं हुआ ये सो यू विल हैव टू फिगर दिस आउट ऑन योर ओन दिस इज योर जर्नी बट आई विल ऑलवेज हैव योर बैक आई थिंक दैट वाज द डे आई बिकेम अ फेमिनिस्ट Because you see, of course, ये मेरे साथ पहली मर्तबा नहीं हुआ था. The first time I was sexually harassed, I was 12 years old. I was groped by some faceless man on the street. I started crying immediately. I blamed myself like, so many of us do. Lekin, there was something about the way my father talked to me that day. He made me let go of that shame. I realized that the solution is not कि हमें ज़्यादा male protectors की ज़रूरत है. We need to talk to young men and boys and teach them that harassing young women is wrong. We need to shift the focus from the victim to the person committing the crime. And since then, I have dedicated my life to creating sensitization on these issues. Currently, I run a web platform called Marty TV, where we create advocacy and awareness on issues impacting women, youth, and religious minorities. I also volunteered for ASHA, Alliance Against Sexual Harassment at Workplace, that lobbied for the current legislation we have against anti-harassment in Pakistan. I also engage with young men and boys and try to sensitize them about the issue. I also confronted a male friend of mine who used to make me feel uncomfortable. I know we all want to do it, right? But I did it. I did it because once I had the clarity about the issue, I could deal with it, both personally and in my professional life. And while I would love to stand here today and claim that I, Risham Wasim, have fixed the problem of sexual harassment, I of course have not. But it's silly to think that that is how change happens. Like I said, change happens because of our individual choices and we have to pay a price for that choice. Lekin, what if the price is too big to pay? Or we lack the clarity to make that choice? What if हमारी जो ground realities and they don't allow us to make the decisions we really want to make? इतना आसान नहीं है ना? The thing is that meaningful change and progress happens when we are strategic, when we are creative, when we are hopeful, and we have a commitment to seeking clarity. In the work that I currently do at Interactive Resource Center, which is an info media organization founded by my father, we use various art-based development tools like theater, film, and digital storytelling techniques to create critical discourse within communities so that they can get that clarity. We believe that in order to change the world, we must first collectively imagine what it looks like. You want gender equality? Great. What does it look like? You want minorities to feel safe in this country? So do I. But what does it look like? Minority rights is also a major area that we work in. But it is becoming increasingly difficult. It's dangerous because of rising intolerance and religious fundamentalism in our country. आप किसी vulnerable religious minority के बंदे को stage पे डाल के बस नहीं कह सकते हाँ जी बताओ क्या मसला है, because they very well will not be safe after doing that. तो फिर क्या करें? मैं तो बस आपको यही बता सकती हूँ कि हम क्या करते हैं. We do this thing called appreciative inquiry. जहाँ पर instead of focusing on the bad things, we purposefully and intentionally focus on the positive exceptions. We mainstream stories of interfaith harmony. We focus on the contributions that religious minorities have made. We show you examples that are far and few between, but we say कि अगर ये हो सकता है तो इस तरह और क्यों नहीं हो सकता? How can we build on it? You see, it allows for a conversation to take place rather than a statement that you can only react to. और हम majority से भी बात करते हैं because हमें उनकी मदद चाहिए minorities को safe feel कराने के लिए. इसी तरह हम gender issues पे भी काम करते हैं. हम progressive fathers, हम progressive भाइयों की examples दिखाते हैं और हम मर्दों को भी बताते हैं कि भाई patriarchy ने आपका भी सत्यानाश ही किया हुआ है. What this allows us to do is कि choices कभी-कभी can just be about breaking down it into smaller steps that can easily be achieved. Activism कभी-कभी हो सकता है about just identifying कि अगला step क्या है यार, या अपना perspective change करना उस issue को देखने का. लेकिन ये काम आसान बिल्कुल नहीं है. It is ridiculously complicated. हम एक ना सिर्फ पाकिस्तान में पूरी दुनिया में authoritarianism is on the rise. International systems built to protect human rights are constantly failing it. Gaza, Myanmar, Congo, South Sudan are just a few examples of that. Big tech companies have become powerful gatekeepers of information, and social media has reduced activism to cancelling each other out on Twitter. Social media has further convinced us कि हमने कोई भी nuanced or complicated issue को easily digestible sound bites में convert करना है ताकि algorithm उसको viral कर सके. And if that wasn't enough, we have an unprecedented problem in the form of climate change. Heat waves, smog, flooding norm hai. I mean, just standing here today, breathing this air in the city that I love is reducing our entire lifespans by 7 years. The point of this rant is that we need to be engaged citizens now more than ever. We need to be activists now more than ever. But instead of coming together, we are forced to pick a side and defend it no matter what. Leftist, communist, socialist, we are bound by our chosen ideologies. And because everything is so black and white, we have become hateful and negative and hopeless. लेकिन जब मैं नाउम्मीद होती हूँ ना तो मुझे अपने अब्बा की एक बात याद आती है. Progress is like a spiral. Even when you think you're going backwards, you're actually going forward. Which is why, for me, the theme of this talk is 2 steps forward, but willing to take 3 steps back if it's not working. So lately, मैं भी ये steps back ले रही हूँ, and I'm trying to reimagine my relationship with activism. It can't come from a place of hate. It has to come from a place of hope, joy, and love. It can't be about shaming each other online. It has to be about building a community offline where we let go of our shame together. It is about recognizing that the personal is politics and politics is personal. We need to admit the things that are not working. We need to let go of our ego, and we need to create space for radical creativity. Which is why, in one of my steps at taking my own advice, I'm having a climate change wedding next month. You see, both me and my partner thought कि अगर 250 लोग socially obligated ही हैं हमारी शादी पे आने के लिए, then why not turn it as an opportunity to create awareness on the issue? Because जो हमारा खानदान है, जैसे हम सबका काफ़ी खानदान होता है, वो इस तरह की traditional activist spaces में engage नहीं होता. I can't convince my khala, my chacha, my puppo, mataya to come to a climate march or attend some fancy panel titled, I don't know, Pakistan's climate crisis, the way forward. उनको तो पता भी नहीं होगा ये events हो रहे हैं. But you know what they will come to? They'll come to a wedding because we Pakistanis love weddings and we show up to them. I mean, even हमारी अम्मियों ने हमें emotionally blackmail किया हुआ है ना कि उनकी शादियों पे नहीं गए तो वो हमारी शादियों पे नहीं आएंगे. So we took that opportunity and we decided to run with it. So just like an activist doesn't always have to look like this, activism also doesn't always have to look like this. It can also look like a wedding. Thank you so much. This was my TED Talk, and thank you very much.